Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Can you guys hear me? Do I sound too loud or anything? I don't sound too loud or anything, do I? Hey, Govan, Sujin님, Yang님, Gumin님, 영희님, 정시호님, 양님, everybody. It's good to see everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, give me some likes, you guys. Let's tell the algorithm that we are doing, you know, that we're enjoying the stream. Help me communicate with the algorithm gods. Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everyone is doing well. And Jeannie, thank you very much for the membership support. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Kaido-nim, thank you very much for the extra support. I really appreciate that, as always. You understand that I'm never expecting you to do that, okay? Just, you know, whenever you feel like it. You don't, I don't want you to feel like you have to commit to anything like that, okay? But I really appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you very much. I wonder why that didn't count. Because I currently have a goal running, right? That's weird. Why didn't that count? It's weird. Light blue super chats. Anyway. Yeah, it's still 0. I don't know why. I thought it was anyone who gives between 0 and 2,000. I thought that was how it worked. You can probably see. Do you see that little target with the arrow thing symbol with the 0 /10 thing? Like right here. This thing right here. Just press that thing right there. Yeah. So, Kaido-nim, how's your day? Tell me about your day. So we're just gonna sit here and chat for a bit until we start the main part of our stream, as always. So if you have any questions about anything at all... What is this thing? Is this a scar, or is this like a... No, that can't be. I just took a shower. It can't be a booger on my finger. Oh, wait, that hurts. Oh, that is a scar. How did I get that scar? Yeah, okay. Yannim, thank you very much for the extra support. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks very much. And Janim, hello. It's nice to see you. How are ya? I did workout for me at the gym after I went to mom's and helped mom do some exercise. I see. How old is your mom? And what kind of exercise do you help your mom do? Hello, I wish I knew how to read that. Oh, wait. That's Wang. I'll just call you Wang name. Hey, Wang, what's up? Well, you know, if you really think about it, I think the least that we should do in terms of the kind of material that we use The least that we should do is use a dialogue. That's like the least we should do. Like you guys shouldn't even bother with any other sort of material unless you're only focusing on listening or something. But even when you're using some material to practice your listening, it should be in a dialogue form because that's, mostly how you will be using it in real life, right? So it's been an age, yeah? Has it? Yunnim, I can't read your nickname. So it's been ages, huh? Long time no see. Where have you been? I also usually listen to EBS radio on my drive to work or back home. It helps. Yeah, just, whatever that you can use that requires that, forces you to use your ears or to speak out, right? And it's always, as I always say, it's always better to mix it up instead of relying on just one method. So whatever that forces you to use the language in whatever form, right? Whether it's listening, reading, speaking, writing, whatever it is. Why do I shave reversely? Why not? Why not? Well, I guess I could come up with a reason. The main reason is because it's just easier. Did you know that it's actually easier to have a goatee than not having a goatee? Did you know that? Because if I didn't want this goatee, which is not exactly why I keep one, but you actually have to use a razor, right? To have a clean shaven chin, right? So it's actually easier to have a little bit of, just this little patch right here. And the reason I shave my head is because it's just so convenient. ESL 수업 듣다가 지난주에 종강에서 오랜만에 라이브 들었습니다. Okay. Kaylee-님? Are you the Kaylee that I remember? ESL, huh? ESL, where? At the school that you're going to? You had some news. You just started investing. Okay, investing in what? Stocks? I guess usually when people don't really mention what it is exactly that they're investing in, I'm assuming they're talking about stocks. Talking about stocks. Hello, 형국님. It's good to see you again. 원호조님. Not sure you know, Muslim usually shave like you. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. That means nothing to me. Who cares what they do, right? I'm just going to do what I want. Good evening. How are you today? How are you tonight, Sarah Kim-nim? Hope you're having a good evening. How was your day? I hope everyone is starting off their week on a good note. Wait, is it Monday? It's Monday, right? I suddenly just get confused all of a sudden. Don't forget. Don't forget what? But you would be told, 너 반항하냐 if you were in school or something? What do you mean? It's getting actually today wasn't so bad. I think it was pretty cool outside, although it was very humid because of the rain. But you're right, it's probably going to get really warm very soon. Way too quickly than we like to see, right? 제가 제일 재밌게 보는 웹툰이 있는데 전 세계 사람들을 몇십억 죽이는 빌런이. Hey, Controlling, why don't you say this in English? Come on. Why don't you say that? Why don't you say this in English? It's why we're here, right? It's okay if your English is terrible. But I guess I'll give it a read anyway. 이거는 근데 그 사람이 사실 세상을 구하려고 죽이는 거였어요. 세상이 타임루프에 갇히고 몇백억 번 희귀를 회기? I have no idea what 회기 is. 그래서 미치는데 그 과정에서 알게 된 해결책이 있더라고요. 그게 제 인생 반전 넘버 1입니다. 쌤의 역대 반전 1위는 뭔가요? I actually don't know what you're talking about here. I don't really get it. I don't think I think I'm too stupid to understand the story here. Oh, no, it's okay. It's just that, I wish I could understand it. It sounds interesting. So is it kind of like a Thanos thing? It's like a Thanos thing? You know how Thanos wanted to kill half of the life in the universe as a form of mercy, right? Although a lot of people say he could have just snapped his finger and doubled the resource so that everyone existing can just, so that there's plenty to go around for everybody. What am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to stream. Oh, you mean on stream? We're going to go over a dialogue. We're going to go over a dialogue today. Oh, I just want to let everyone know that there is a chance that the stream will suddenly end without any warning. There is a chance because just before I started this stream, I had to delete one program and I had to reinstall OBS. If you don't know what OBS is, it's the main software that I use to stream. And as you can see, we don't have captions, right? And I have reasons to believe that the plugin that I used to generate the captions, it was somehow interfering with something else on my device, on my operating system, and it just kept crashing Windows. And so I don't know exactly what it was. It might not have been the plugin. It could have been just OBS itself. So I was testing because I was experiencing those crashes again. And I can't believe how many hours I spent testing this, but I was able to narrow it down to OBS. Every time I launched OBS, it crashed my computer. Not all the time, but very often, more often than not. And so I just got rid of OBS entirely and I reinstalled OBS and I have no plugins installed right now, like no plugins at all. And it seems to be running fine, which is an indication that one of the plugins that I was using was causing the crashes. I really wish I knew which plugin it was, but I'm going to need more time to do that testing. And so probably sometime between today and the next time we stream, I'll probably go through that test where I install one plugin at a time and see what causes the crash. Hopefully, I'll be able to pinpoint the issue to one plugin. I think it's one of the plugins, I think. And the writing program that we usually use for the streams, it's called LibreOffice or Libre. I don't know exactly what they call it. That was also causing my system to crash for some reason. And so I had to get rid of that. And today we're just going to use Google Docs. And but I'm not 100% sure exactly what was causing my system to crash. I had just installed a new I had just done a new install of Windows, so everything is pretty clean. I don't really have a lot of files in here or anything. But I'm just letting you know because I haven't really narrowed it down to one specific cause or issue, that the stream may just suddenly crash in the middle of our stream tonight. Just letting you guys know, okay? Ha! That, I swear, man, that was one of the most traumatizing movies I'd ever seen. And after I saw that movie, it was just so disturbing and so traumatizing that every time I think I talked about this before, but every time I was browsing through the movies on my internet TV, right? Every time I came across that poster, it just gave me that sick feeling in my stomach. Oh my God. That was horrible. You're a big fan of F1, okay. So I started watching kinds of live streaming or interviews, something like that, without any subtitles. Even I couldn't catch everything. It's too fast. So too fast to understand. That's ironic, because you like the speed, right? It's the speed that you really enjoy, or at least the speed is a really big part of it that you really enjoy. But that's the very reason that makes it hard for you to understand and keep up with their conversations, right? Yeah. But you know what? I'm sure that you still find it interesting to watch, right? You still find it fun to watch because it's something that you're really into. And that's exactly what everybody needs to do. Just, you just have to be interested in something. You have to be into something, and you consume content, that content, and that's how you learn, basically. Tusk? No, it's not scary. It's just really, really disturbing. Very, very disturbing. Hello, Dino Name. That plugin is essential to you? No, it's but I think everybody really liked the auto captioning. You guys don't see it right now, right? Because I don't have it installed. I don't know, because I don't think that plugin gets updated very frequently. OBS gets updated very frequently, so there. Yeah, now that I think about it, that could be the reason. You know how certain software or add-ons, applications that are not updated, and so the compatibility between the operating system and the software, the application, it could cause like crashes, I think. So, like, for example, if you look for an app for your phone, right? And I think usually when you look up an app, there's information about when the last update was, and if the last update was like 2 or 3 years ago, then chances are it's going to cause problems if it works at all, and it's probably a good idea not to install those apps. There could be like security issues and stuff. But I think if it's not the security issue, it's probably going to be the compatibility issue. So I think that could be the reason, because the plugin that I was using is probably not. Wait, let me see if I could look up closed captioning via Google speech recognition. When was the last time this was updated? The last update was the last update was 2019? Oh my god. This is like what is this? Like a 7-year-old plugin? Okay, so that's not very surprising. It's really not surprising that it's causing issues. I guess that's it. I don't know, it could be something else. Sim, any tips for raising just one eyebrow like this? You mean like this? You just do it. Am I doing it? You can't do this? Why can't you do that? Yeah, eventually I'll go through, I'll do the testing again, but everything seems to be working okay now. Although that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to continue working fine, because the problem could be something else totally. There's actually people who really saw the movie Tusk. How can a movie be traumatizing? Well, I think, Tusk isn't the only movie that's traumatizing. A lot of movies can be traumatizing. Like, have you guys seen, like, The Pianist or Schindler's List? I've heard a lot of people get traumatized by certain, watching certain scenes from those movies. People, just, getting killed and stuff. You're on your way home? Okay, cool. Have a safe trip back home. How do you usually commute? No, we will start the main part of our stream when we get 100 likes. How many likes do we have? 37? Okay, so that's nowhere near enough for us to start the main part of our stream. So do you think that plugin also caused buffering? I don't experience any buffering tonight. Who knows, right? I'm not an expert. I don't know how these plugins work at all. So all I know is just how to follow the instructions and install them and make them work. That's all I really know. I don't really know what happens under the hood. And so, yeah, I mean, sure. For all I know, it could have been causing all the buffering that we've been experiencing so far. But I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, YouTube isn't perfect, right? So, by subway or bus? Okay. Well, don't miss your stop. Just do it doesn't work. Both of them move together. Okay, try this then. Huh? Does that work? Try that. Have you tried that? You know, step by step. Once upon a time, it maybe 30 years ago, there was a PlayStation game named Crash. It was so fun. Sam explained about his computer problem mentioning Crash. Reminds me of that game. Was it like a one of those like bumper car games or something? Oh, you actually okay? Yeah, you know that's I think that makes sense too. Sure. I don't know why YouTube live streaming always has 10-second delay these days, so I have to press move to live button frequently. Really? So that's weird. Huh. Can't even wink? You mean this? Oh. Oh, did you hear that? My stomach's mad. I had one too. Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest. Oh, that's another movie that takes place in during World War II, I think. And it's telling the story from the perspective of a German family that lives near near one of those death camps. If I remember correctly, that's kind of the premise of the movie. You're feeling exceptionally tired for some reason. Maybe it's because of the weather. I don't know. What could it be? You're not coming down with something, are you? You haven't finished work yet. Gotta get back to work in a minute. I see. Okay. All right. It's a Monday, right? Monday doing its thing. I bought Bummerson's book a few days ago, but studying consistently is not easy. You know, AT&D, I think when it comes to consistency, nothing is easy. If you can master the art of being consistent, whatever you do, you can do and become anything you want in life. I think being consistent is one of the hardest things as a human being, being consistent. And not for basic survival stuff like eating or sleeping, right? Those you don't even have to try. But when it comes to things that goes beyond things that we do for survival and entertainment, right? It's really hard. It's one of the hardest things to do. It's one of the hardest things to do. And so the question is, I think the real question is not what is the best method or what is the best learning method. That's not really the question you have to find the answer for. The question you have to ask yourself and find the answer to is, how do I stay consistent? And I've talked about this a number of times before, but I think the only way that you can stay consistent Learning English is to make it part of your life. Little by little, make it part of your life. So one very simple and small example is changing the language setting on your phone to English. So whenever you're going through the menus or the settings or anything, it's all in English, right? And so that's a very small and simple thing that you can probably do right now. And just little by little, watch more Hollywood movies, right? The next time you go to the theaters, sure, you want to watch, I don't know, you want to watch, what's that movie? Maybe you want to watch 살먹지, but you think, you know what, today I'll just try a Hollywood movie, and you watch, I don't know, Project Hail Mary or something. And just little by little, when you're searching for the release date of a new movie or a new album, or, when's the next, BTS concert going to be held? Instead of going to Naver and searching it in Korean, you go to Google and you search it in English. See what you can come up with. You see what I'm saying? So you have to slowly, one by one, try replacing the things that you do on a daily basis. Change little by little. Change those things by doing them in English instead of in Korean. Of course, it's not easy, but incorporating. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So slowly incorporating English into your daily lives. I think that's the only way. That is the only way. What's the difference between 회원 and not 회원? Okay, so if you become a member, you are supporting my work and you are supporting the longevity of the channel that I'm running. And so and that's like the biggest reason. For me, that's the biggest reason. That's the biggest thing for me. Second, there are tons of videos that you can watch when you become a member. There are a lot of videos available just for members. There are, I have put out a lot of quiz type content just for the members, and so you'll be able to see that. And plus, you can join us on Discord. You'll get the link. You can join us on Discord, and you can chat with us almost every day. So that's another thing. But I want to encourage you to make that decision solely on whether or not you want to support my work. That's like number one. Okay? So I would really appreciate it if you support my work as a member. What's my favorite animal? A wombat? What's a wombat? I don't even know what a wombat is. Oh, okay. I'm looking at it. I still don't know what it is. These things look cute. My favorite animal? I don't know. Dog, maybe? Me and my parents, 쌤도 저렇게도 말씀하시나요? Sure, yeah. I mean, putting me and my parents in the beginning of the sentence is very familiar for me. 미국 유튜브 브이로그로 영어 했어서요. 어제 알았어요. My parents and I라고 해야 된다고요. Okay, so you have to understand that when it comes to language, there are so many use cases where something is generally the rule, but then something else is just generally accepted. Okay? Because, language is not like math. Although, yes, you're right. It's correct to say my parents and I. But then you will also hear a lot of people say me and my parents. It's very common because it's a language. It's not math, right? It's not like science. So people just say things, and if it gets the message across, if it makes sense, if people can kind of understand what it means, yeah, it's good enough. It's totally good enough. I played this game called An Elmwood Trail. Have you done it? No, I don't think so. I think this game is really helpful to English. Oh, really? 단서로 사람 찾는 게임인데 문자 메시지 계속 주고받으면서. Oh, okay. I'll look it up later. Let's see what it looks like. An Elmwood Trail. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, just one. I mean, if you want to support me on both channels, that would be great. I would really appreciate that, but you don't have to. It depends. It totally depends on you. It's up to you. You know, I also have that kind of problem at work. They're getting something like security enforcement jobs, and I couldn't even update my OS version so that I also cannot use part of AI tool. I see. So they don't allow you to update your operating system, like when a new one comes out. Is that what you're saying? I changed language settings, Korean to English, not only of my mobile but also my computer and laptop. Yeah. Longevity. Yeah. Longevity. Yes. Streams haven't been buffering much lately. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I wonder what it is. I don't know. Maybe we're just getting lucky these days. I like sloths that represent me. Okay, so sloths. You mean you can kind of relate to sloths? You feel like a sloth? Hey, Ella, what's up? Good evening. How are you doing tonight? 나무늘보? I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if everybody press the like button, give me the thumbs up, because it helps tell the algorithm that people are enjoying it, people are finding it useful, and so that YouTube decides to push the content to more people. Said hi. Hello. Hugh Choi. How you doing? How you doing tonight? Oh, this coffee sucks. I'm getting really hungry. I can't remember what I had this morning. Not okay. So I think I got up because I went to bed around 7:30 in the morning. I got up around 11:30, and then not long after I got up, I had a sandwich that my wife gave me. And then after that, I had a small bowl of yogurt, Greek yogurt with some nuts and blueberries. And then after that, I took my dogs out for a walk. We stopped by this cafe, and I had, I think just, we had a little snack there, just a piece of bread. And then we came back, and that was, what time was that? I don't know. Feeling very, very hungry right now. Maybe I'm not hydrated enough. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe that's why. 방금 미국인 원어민 쌤이 me and my parents went to the park. Yeah. They say that all the time. Yeah. So, you know, like I always try to remind you guys, you shouldn't be looking for rules within the language, like rules that govern the language and how it should work, right? You should really just keep your ears open to, you know, what native speakers actually say, right? And, you know, it's a language. So even Korean, not everybody uses Korean in the same way. You know what I mean? What headphones am I using? You are doing live streaming often, so I guess you have much knowledge in that field. Could you recommend one? I've only tried Bose. The only reason that I got these headphones is because I was told that these were in the same price range. They are one of the most comfortable to wear for long periods of time. That is actually the only. Well, I guess the second reason is it's from a pretty well-known manufacturer, Shure. I don't know if you can see it, Shure. So yeah. Are they comfortable? Yeah, I guess they're comfortable. I guess. I don't think I'm the right person to ask for recommendations because I haven't really used a lot of headphones. So it's probably better to just look it up online. I had a fairly good day, I guess you could say. How's yours, Serenity? How's your day? What'd you do? You slept just for 4. Yeah, and you know, I wanted to take a quick nap before the stream, but I ran into that trouble where my system kept crashing, and so I had to deal with that. I almost canceled the stream because of that. When I was experiencing those crashes again, all those really bad memories from several months ago started screaming back to me, and just I was just really panicking and just, oh my god, thought I was gonna lose it. Well, you know, I'm just pretending not to be tired, if I'm being honest. Good night. Are you leaving? I'm good. Have you been? It's been a long time. Hey, yeah, welcome back. When you said good night, I thought you were gonna leave. Okay, so yeah, hey, how you doing? How you doing? It's been a while, huh? Where have you been? What brand do I usually buy? Greek yogurt? As far as I know, Kirkland and Mail Bio yogurt are real Greek yogurt. I don't really know. My wife usually picks out the yogurt. I guess she orders them online or something. So I don't really know. I think it's Mail. I'm not exactly sure. You have Bose and Sony. I prefer Sony one because the battery runs much longer. I see. Oh, I hate batteries. I really hate. Don't you guys hate batteries? I just hate batteries. I really hate having things to charge. Like, whether it's my watch or my phone. It's just so annoying. So annoying. That's why I always keep my keyboard plugged in. And I don't think there's a way to plug this in. Yeah, this only runs on battery, so I can't really use... I have to use a battery for my mouse. I guess people who enjoy the bass sound prefer Bose? It really depends on the model though, right? Like all manufacturers have different tiers of headphones and for different use cases as well. So like studio headphones, like monitoring headphones tend to be very just neutral in their sound signature, right? They're not very bassy, but then they have a separate line of headphones that are more targeted towards just casual listeners, and those actually tend to be more bassier. Yuwajong? I don't think I've ever tried Yuwajong. I'm not even. I remember talking about Yuwajong with online during one of our streams, but I kind of forget what they were. It's a kind of is it a kind of ice cream with fruit? I don't know. I'm good as always. This song is so annoying. Did you hear that EU said every company have to put Brilliant battery in mobiles? Really? I would, don't you guys really miss when we were able to actually, when we had removable batteries on our phones, and you can actually have several batteries, like you can carry around several batteries, and you can even buy extra batteries and have them just lying around and just swap the batteries whenever you run out instead of having, looking for a place to charge. I really miss being able to do that. I really miss being able to have removable batteries and being able to swap them whenever I need to. It's just so much more practical and just, yeah, it's so much better, I think. I don't know, I just hate charging stuff. It's probably better for the environment though, right? Instead of having removable batteries. I feel like reloading again when I change a battery. Yeah. I guess we still do that with remote controllers, right? Like TV remotes, and also like, I don't know, like the remote control for your AC and stuff. And we still do that with a lot of like PC peripherals like keyboards and mice, and also like cameras. I don't know if you guys use like mirrorless and DSLR cameras, but most cameras are not, they don't come with rechargeable battery embedded in them. They usually come with separate batteries, removable batteries. Door locks, yeah, exactly, yeah. Because like it would be a huge hassle to have to charge a door lock, right? Totally forgot about him. I wonder when we'll... Yeah, so guys, just a reminder, we need 100 likes in order to start the dialogue today, okay? Just letting you guys know. Is you gonna do the same thing to laptops? That would be cool. Can you guys imagine? I would really love removable batteries on laptops as well. What is my favorite food? I think it changes quite often. My favorite food. I can't really choose one. Yeah, I can't really choose one, but I generally prefer foods that I can eat with my hands. Well, to be honest, I can eat all foods with my hands. Just, the type of foods that are generally eaten with your hands. You know what I mean? Like kimbap, hamburgers, pizza, chicken, tacos, burritos, sandwiches, stuff like that, bananas. Yeah. So most foods, I actually can't think of a single food that is generally eaten using the hands that I don't like. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Am I a foodie? Oh yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Hot dogs, yeah, hot dogs. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like Beoye Jungkook too. Yeah. Sure. I mean, there aren't many foods that I don't like. Let's just say that. There aren't many foods that I don't like. One of the foods that I don't like is konggoksu. I don't like konggoksu. And let's see what else. I don't like hongo. And I don't like... What else do I not like? Costco hot dog makes me crazy. You also want to carry other batteries, but I think we were used to use charging batteries, so we've... Oh, you mean we've become used to. We've become used to using chargeable batteries, so we forget that we use replaceable batteries. Yeah, I'm sure if we were to go back to using replaceable batteries, like, swappable batteries, it will come with its inconveniences, right? I would really like to be able to... So, because back when we had swappable batteries, removable batteries and swappable batteries, we had a charging dock, like a charging station for those batteries, and what we had to do was remove the battery, place that battery on the dock, on the charging dock, and then that's what we had to do, right? So that's a separate piece of device that you needed. And so I guess that could be it feel like a hassle if we had to go back to that, but I certainly wouldn't mind, Oh. Do you just hear my stomach? If I'm being honest, I sometimes eat rice with my hands when I'm too lazy to get a spoon. That's great. No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Now that reminds me of one of my junior classmates back in university. we were all gathered in it was we were all in a music band and like a music club. We would play music. And this guy, he got so, I think I don't think I was eating. I don't think I was eating with them, but there was a group having 족발 together, and this guy he got so drunk, and at some point he was carrying a big bone from the 족발 in his hand. I don't know why. And he was like using it, and he was pretending like it was a mic, and he would be singing into the bone. And he kept saying that phrase 먹고 죽자. I don't know what he was trying to say. Yeah, I'm not really into sweets. Although I like chocolate. I like anything that's like chocolate flavor. I like chocolate flavor. I like chocolate ice cream. Chocolate. It's been a really long time since I had a Snickers bar. I used to love Snickers bars. So I guess you could say I do. But then when it comes to other types of sweets, I'm not really into other types of sweets. So the only type of sweets that I really enjoy, that I've always enjoyed, I guess you could say, is chocolate. Yeah. But then who doesn't like chocolate, right? Seriously, who doesn't like chocolate? Who doesn't like a nice piece of chocolate cake, right? Who doesn't like that? Chocolate donut. A donut, like a chocolate donut with sprinkles on them, right? Who doesn't like that? Reese's, yeah, Reese's Pieces. Oh man, Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups. I also like Twix. Twix are good. Indians eat food with their hands. I guess, yeah, I guess they do. Like, even nowadays? Is that the norm over there? Tonkatsu? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like pork cutlets. Fried pork cutlets. Have I ever tried shaving my hair with a razor? No. I would love to try one day. I think it would feel so weird afterward. It's gonna feel so weird. Because even after, I actually shaved my head as I was taking a shower just before the stream. But yeah, I always think about it every now and then, like what it would feel like to actually shave, like literally shave my head. What's too hot? I love Haribo gummy bears. Yeah, I don't really like those. Yeah. Cakes, sure. I don't like all types of cakes, but yeah, chocolate cake. 미숫가루? Sure. It's kind of like liquefied granola. It's like a granola drink, right? Kind of. Has that very nutty flavor. And I guess you would usually add honey in it, just a little touch of honey. And that's not bad. What's your coffee taste? You mean like what kind of coffee I like? I just like regular black coffee. I usually never get any other kind of coffee. I usually get just regular black coffee. What was the worst swear word you have ever heard? Worst? I can't really think of anything. The funniest swear word that I heard was from a movie. I don't know if you ever heard of I don't know what the series is called, but there was a movie series. I think it's called Ernest. And it's just this really comedic, funny character that goes around. He's more like a comedian. And I think there were so many episodes of that movie. Like Ernest does this, Ernest goes to jail, Ernest does this. It's just, him doing funny stuff. And there was this one episode where he was being chased by this really ugly monster. And he called that monster as he was running away in a car. I think he was sitting in the trunk part of a truck. And he was looking at the monster as he was, driving away, and he called the monster Booger Lips. Booger Lips. I thought that was so funny, and I liked it so much that I started using that as my ID for a lot of different types of accounts. Booger Lips. Say, hey, Booger Lips. How long did you wear your goatee? I don't know. I can't remember the last time I didn't have it. So, one of my students asked me what her homework was. What? It makes me feel great. How adorable. Oh, Youngnim, I didn't know you were a teacher. You're a teacher. Wow. Okay. What grade do you teach? What do I shave my head with? A clipper? Yeah, I use a clipper. Yeah. Would you mind recommending nice ice cream? The one that I've been having quite often lately is called Lara Sweet. Lara Sweet. I don't know if it's sweet or sweets. It's called Lara Sweet. I don't know. It's just. What was the worst swear word I have ever said? I don't know. Just probably the F word. Yeah. Yeah, me too. When did I start? I can't remember. Using classic razor called 안전 면도기 nowadays. Okay. Finally, I've quit from pimples because of using single-use razor blade. So you mean you're free of pimples now? You don't get any pimples because you're using a particular type of blade? That's interesting. Yeah, we still need 15 likes, guys. Like I said, we need 100 likes in order to begin. Because without 100 likes, I simply cannot start the main part of the stream. I don't know. My body doesn't function. Have I ever tried Ben & Jerry's ice cream? No. I don't even know what they are. Say hello to this teacher with the red cat. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you with us. Are you going to stick around? Has a lot of additives. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of ice cream do that. Peach yogurt. I think I've actually tried that. Does my wife speak English as well as you do? No. Have you ever tried a conversation with wife in English? No. Because we both speak Korean quite fluently, so there's actually no reason to really use English. You must not be a fan of dessert or anything to you. Well, I like dessert. It's just that, I have diabetes, so I try to stay away from them. And having stayed away from a lot of desserts for the past several months, I don't really crave them that much, if that makes sense. 8, yeah. Yeah, no, just 6. We just need 6 more. Hi, finally, I finished up my chores today. I made several kinds of side dishes. Not difficult, but exhausting. I see. What is a side dish that you hate to make? I'm curious. What is a side dish that you hate to make? Is it 깻잎? 요맘때 is the best. I think if I were to choose just one, like among... I used to really like 조스바 and also 비비빅 and 메로나. Those are really good. When it served as a Katusa, were you the best at English among commerce? No, there's no way of knowing that. I'm not going to go around and test everyone's English, so there's no way of knowing that now. There are commerce spoke English. I don't know. Probably, like, why wouldn't there be, right? Ben and Jerry's is like Haagen-Dazs. You should check that out. Huh. Okay. But, like, when I think of Haagen-Dazs, I just think, oh, okay, so, like, German brand ice cream. I don't really have... I haven't really had a lot of Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I made 깻잎 kimchi. 깻잎 kimchi. I don't think I've ever tried that. It was the most exhausting thing today. Almost 100? Ooh, I think I can probably eat like 50 in one meal. 나물 무침? You have to clean, cook, season them. Oh, yeah. Sounds like a lot of work. 메로나 is next level. 연배가 느껴지는. Suddenly, 나이 becomes 연배. I bet she can speak 4 languages. Who? I hate making 깻잎 kimchi. Oh, but you love it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I have a car. I drive a Rubicon Jeep. What about you, Curtis Neem? How about you? What kind of car do you drive? Okay, so we have 96 likes. We just need 4 more, guys. Just 4 more. Come on. Just 4 more likes. And then we begin. They are quite expensive, but I was told it's really good. Okay. You mean Ben & Jerry's? The ingredients are actually pretty good for ice cream? I see. Okay. So do they like only use organic ingredients in their ice cream? Middle schoolers, sometimes they made me feel... Oh, okay. You're teaching middle schoolers. Cool. All right. They made me feel like I'm being in hell. Okay. They put you through hell, huh? I never dreamt what the hell like. They show me what it is very more often than I thought it would be. How can I say 나물 in English? Like seasonal herbs, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. See, are they called seasonal herbs? Seasonal herbs? Not really sure. Oh, 104. You're right. Okay. Curtis Neem, I'm not going to answer your question unless you answer mine. Come on. What kind of car do you drive? I thought this was a two-way conversation. Come on. You're treating me like a chatbot. I'm not just going to sit here and answer all of your questions, all right? Let's talk. Let's talk. I'm not an answering machine. Come on. You don't have a car? You wish you had one? You know, I have a car, but there's a part of me that really wishes I didn't need one. But the problem is, the neighborhood that I live in is, it kind of requires you to have a car in order to really get anywhere. So it's, yeah. It's called Rubicon. What was my second car I owned after Ray? I think it was the Rubicon. Yeah, I've had that thing for I think almost 6 years maybe. Okay, let's get into the dialogue, guys. Let's get into the dialogue. All right. So I imagined this dialogue happening between two teachers in school. Okay, so it's happening in a school, and the dialogue is between two teachers. Okay, and the first one says, 나 며칠 전에 뭔가 본 것 같아. 나 며칠 전에 뭔가 본 것 같아. How would you say that in English? 나 며칠 전에 뭔가 본 것 같아. Okay, easy, right? I think I saw something the other day. Oh, and we have a stream channel open for tonight, so please feel free to send over your voice messages, a recording of yourself reading the lines from our dialogue. I think I saw something the other day. A few days ago is fine, but I want you to practice saying the other day. I want you to practice this. I think I saw something the other day. I think I saw something the other day. 그래? 뭘 봤는데? 그래? 뭘 봤는데? Okay, portioning. Yeah, what did you see? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, what did you see? Yeah, what did you see? Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah, what did you see? 너 레슬리 윌슨 알지? 너 레슬리 윌슨 알지?
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see?
Okay, very good. Very good. 지금 아주 잘하셨는데 거기서 어떤 식으로 하는 거를 좀 한번 해봤으면 좋겠냐면 What did you see가 아니라 What did you see? What did you see? 그러니까 무슨 얘기냐면 이 what에서 요로 넘어갈 때 t를 안 해요. t가 사라지고 그래서 what did you? What did you? 그리고 여기서는 j 발음 나고요. Okay? So what did you? What did you see? 이렇게 한번 발음을 try 한번 해보세요. What did you see? Okay? What did you see? Hey, I think I saw something the other day. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see?
Yeah? What did you see?
Okay. All right.
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah. What do you see?
Yeah, what did you see? What did you see? I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? You know Leslie Wilson, right? You know Leslie Wilson, right? 걔 작년에 수학 경시대회에서 우승한 그 애 아니야? 걔 작년에 수학 경시대회에서 우승한 걔 아니야?
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see?
I think I saw something the other day. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right?
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see?
You know Leslie Wilson, right? Do you know? 오케이, 그러면은 do you know라고 하면은요. 알지가 아니라 어떻게 되죠? 여러분? 알지가 아니라 어떻게 되죠? 그쵸? 레슬리 윌슨 알아? 이렇게 되죠. 아니? 근데 알지가 되려면은 의문형으로 아예 안 나오고 그냥 you know Leslie Wilson, right? 이렇게 나오는 게 가장 그 뉘앙스가 비슷해요. Isn't he the one that the one won the math competition last year? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? 이거는 그냥 참고적으로 언급하고 넘어갈게요. one 대신에 이건 이제 말 그대로 이기다, 그쵸? 이기다죠. 1등 하다라는 말을 이 자리에 만약에 넣는다면 어떻게 할 수 있을까요? 1등 하다. Isn't he the one that (1등) 하다. come in first. 그래서 isn't he the one that came in first in the math competition last night? 이렇게 얘기를 할 수 있어요. come in first. Isn't he the one that came in first in 이 come in first라고 하면은 in the math competition이라고 해야 돼요. come in first in the math competition last year. At the math competition인가? in 같은데. I'm not really sure. Isn't he the one that came in first at the math competition last year? at인가? in 같은데. Isn't he the one that came in first in the math competition last year? I'm not really sure. I think it's in. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year?
You know Wesley Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year?
All right.
Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year?
Okay. Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? 왕따 당하는 걸 본 것 같아. 왕따 당하는 걸 본 것 같아. The one who랑 the one that랑 뉘앙스 차이가 있냐고요? Not that I can sense. Not that I can sense. 제가 아마 대부분의 경우에는 별 차이 없을 거예요. Wilson? 어떻게 읽냐고요? will보다는 well로 들린다고요? 리을을 아예 하지 말고요. 그냥 모음 꺾기로 하세요. 모음 꺾기. 그래서 Wilson. L 발음 안 들리죠? will, Wilson. 모음 꺾기. 모음 꺾기로 해서 Wilson. L 발음 아예 안 하고 모음 꺾기를 하면은 그 L 발음 L처럼 들려요. 그냥 Wilson. 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 Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied.
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah, what did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right?
Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. I think I saw him getting bullied. 진짜? 언제? 진짜? 언제? 그쵸? Really? When? 한 이틀 전에? 이틀 전에? Couple days ago? Couple days ago? 완전 왕따는 아니었고 완전 왕따는 아니었고 완전 왕따는 아니었어. 완전이라는 말이 좀 완전 대놓고 왕따 당하는 건 아니었어. 약간 이런 느낌으로 어떻게 얘기할까요? 중따? 은따? Full on. JC님, very good, very good, yeah. So it wasn't like full on bullying. 뭐 그냥 애들처럼 군다고 뭐 볼 수도 있는데 뭐 그냥 애들이 애들처럼 구는 거라고 봤을 수도 있는데 볼 수도 있는데 그냥 뭐 애들이 애들처럼 군다고 그냥 볼 수도 있는데 뭐 그렇다고 할 수도 있는데 이런 말은 어떻게 할까요? You could say, okay? You could say. 여기서 could의 활용이 정말 중요해요. 여기서 could의 활용이 정말 중요해요. can이 아니에요, 여기서는. You could. 그렇게 볼 수도 있다. 여기선 can이 아니에요. 여기선 could가 너무 잘 맞기 때문에 딴 거 안 돼요. You could say. 근데 오늘은 say라고는 안 할 거예요. 이 단어가 이 단어를 왠지 끌어낼 수 있을 것 같은데. 왜 이런 거 있잖아요. 에이, 야, 아니야. 저거는 그냥 애들처럼 구는 거지. 이렇게 하는 거. 뭔가를 보고 아니야. 이거는 이런 거야. 이게 뭘 하는 거죠? 물론 이게 말을 하는 거기도 한데 say를 어떤 형태로 하는 거죠? 어떤 느낌으로 say를 하는 거죠? 네, 다이노님. 맞아요. argue예요. argue. You could argue. I mean 하나 넣을게요. I mean, you could argue. It was just kids being kids. Really? When? A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids.
Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied.
Really? When? A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids. 그리고 여기서 it was의 활용도 은근히 중요하겠죠? 여러분, 그쵸? 이거 와 닿으세요? 이거 와 닿으세요? 아이들이 그냥 아이들처럼 구는 그런 상황이었다. 그런 현상이었다. 라는 이 느낌을 주기 위해서 it was just kids being kids 라고 하는 거예요. Okay? A couple days ago, it wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids. 그래서 다시 보면은 Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids. 근데 언젠가는 그렇게 무슨 말을 하고 싶은 거지? 언젠가는 언젠가는 그런 걸로 언젠가는 그런 걸로 더 일이 커질 수도 있을 것처럼 느껴졌다? 근데 언젠가는 그런 걸로 더 커질 수도 있을 것 같은 느낌이었다? Do you know what I'm trying to say? 오케이, 제가 영어로 말을 해볼게요. 이미 의미는 알죠? 대략적 의미는 알죠? 이거 listening으로 할 걸 그랬다. 제가 그냥 얘기해 볼 테니까 제가 정확히 어떤 단어로 어떻게 얘기하는 건지를 한번 바로 들어보세요. 제가 최대한 빨리 읽어볼게요. Okay? Okay? Are you ready? But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. It felt like it could turn into one at some point. but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. 이거 어떻게 해석해야 돼요? 언젠가는 일을 하지. 오케이. 어쨌든 이 one을 대명사로 이런 식으로 쓰는 거, 이 one이 지금 뭘 가리키고 있죠? 그런데 언젠가는 그럴 수도 있을 것 같은 느낌이었어. 아, 그러네요. 이렇게 좀 애매하게 해석하는 것도 괜찮네요. 그쵸? full on bullying을 얘기하는 거죠. full on bullying. 그죠? full on bullying. 언젠가는 full on bullying으로 turn into 할 수 있을 것 같았다 느낌이 언젠가는 at some point. A couple days ago, it wasn't like full on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point.
A couple days ago, it wasn't like full on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point.
But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. It could를 살짝 해서 좀 더 느리게 it could. 그럴 수도 있는 거니까. 그럴 수도. It could turn into one. Turn into one. It could turn into one at some point. It could turn into one at some point. Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. Some point와 someday 뉘앙스가요. Someday는 조금 더 먼 미래에 대해서 얘기할 때 보통 someday 라고 하는 것 같아요. 일단 제가 느끼기로는 someday는 조금 더 먼 미래. Someday I want to move back to my hometown. Someday I want to own my own, I don't know, my workshop. Someday I want to, have a robot that does all the chores for me. Someday, you know what I'm trying to say? Someday 그런 느낌. 근데 at some point는 훨씬 더 가까운 느낌이에요. 근접한 느낌이에요. 심지어 의역에 의역을 하면은 이러다가 또는 그러다가로 맥락에 따라서 활용에 따라서 그렇게도 해석이 되는 것 같아요. Yeah. 그러다가 더 큰 일로 그런 식의 bullying으로 커질 수도 있을 것 같더라. 이런 느낌으로요. 오케이. 딱 기다려. 큰 거. 이상한 생각, 더러운 생각했네. 오케이. I thought you were talking to a toilet. Like you're sitting on the toilet and you're talking to the toilet. Okay. All right. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Yeah, isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. 전에도 그렇게 되는 걸 본 적 있어. 전에도 그렇게 되는 걸 본 적 있어. It felt like 대신에 I felt like 그냥 자, 이런 게 있어요. 제가 만약에 여러분한테 이게 얼마나 튼튼한지에 대해서 막 얘기하고 이거 진짜 튼튼해. 이렇게 휘어봐. Try bending it. 이렇게 해요. Try bending 휘어봐. 그래서 이렇게 하고 있어요. 이렇게 하고 있어요. 부러질 것 같은데? 부러질 것 같은데를 어떻게 얘기할까요? I feel like it could break인가요? I feel like it could break? I feel like it could break? 인가요? 그쵸? 그쵸? 이건 이상하다고 느껴지세요? I feel like it could break? 인가요? 이렇게 하고 있는데? I feel like it could break? 이건 아니에요. 이거는 it feels like it could break 해야 돼. Wait, it feels like it could break. 왜냐면 그 느낌이 여기에 있으니까. 그 느낌이 여기에 있는 게 아니라 그 느낌이 여기에 있으니까. 오케이? 지금 이게 그 bullying 상황인 거예요. 응? Does that make sense? 지금 이게 이제 그 bullying 상황인 거예요. It felt like it could turn into one at some point. Does that make sense? 내 손이 부러질 것 같아. 설령 그렇다 해도요. 설령 그렇다 해도 it feels like. I feel like. Yeah. 이럴 수는 있어요. I feel like I'm gonna break it. 라고 할 수는 있어요. I feel like I'm gonna break it. 근데 그건 어디까지나 내가 어떻게 할 것 같다라고 하는 거지. 그 느낌은 이제 여기 있겠죠. 그쵸? I feel like I can break it. 근데 이거 부러질 것 같아. 이거 부러질 것 같아는 it feels like it's gonna break예요. It feels like it's gonna break. 지금 여기서 하는 얘기가 it could turn into one at some point. 그것이 어떤 식으로 이제 커져갈 거다라는 얘기이기 때문에 it felt like it could turn into one at some point. 자, 이거 뭐죠? 배고프니까 빨리 하세요. 너무 배고파요. 뭐죠? 전에도 그렇게 되는 걸 본 적 있다. 뭐죠? 생각보다 간단해요, 이거는. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen before. 네, 맞아요. 그 모든 게 뭐 발음이 됐든 문법이 됐든 뭐가 됐든 아직 잘 안 되는 거는 다 그거는 익숙하지 않아서 그래요. Yeah, you're right. You're right. 근데 잠깐만요. 그 단순 현재 완료가 바로 안 나온다고요? 어떤 거에서 말씀하시는 거지? 요거요? I've seen it happen before? 이거 말씀하시는 건가요? 포르쉐님? Porsche? Porsche? 이 헤드폰이 진짜 좀 별로인 거는 한 가지는 이 선을 건드릴 때마다 소리가 다 전달이 돼요. It's really noisy. These headphones suck. I need to get new ones. 아, 맞아요? Okay. I saw it happen before? 해도 돼요. 해도 돼요. I saw it happen before. 그 느낌 차이가 어떤지 아세요, 여러분? I saw it happen before. I've seen it happen before. 어떤 느낌의 차이가 있어요? 과거형으로 하면 어떤 느낌이죠? 봤어? 뭐 일단 표면적으로 얘기를 하자면 표면적으로 얘기하자면 I've seen이라고 하면은 본 적 있다. I saw라고 하면은 봤다. 전에도 그렇게 되는 걸 봤어. 사실 지금 같은 경우는 어느 쪽으로 해도 큰 상관은 없는데 그 전달되는 느낌이 조금 달라요. I saw라고 하면은 어떤 특정 과거의 어느 특정 사건을 딱 생각에 두고 딱 그 사건을 생각에 두고 하는 얘기고 I've seen은 그냥 현재 시점에서 조금 더 포괄적으로 얘기를 하는 것뿐이에요. 전에도 그렇게 되는 걸 난 본 경험이 있다. 난 그 경험을 지금 가지고 있다. 이렇게 얘기를 하는 거고 I saw는 어떤 특정 사건을 생각해 두고 나 그렇게 되는 거 나 봤어. 그래서 사실 비슷해요. 여기서는 비슷해요. 항상 비슷한 건 아닌데 지금 여기서는 비슷해요. 어느 쪽으로 하든 그거를 봤다라고 얘기를 할 거냐 아니면 본 적 있다라고 얘기를 할 거냐. 오케이? 뭐 크게 중요한 건 아니에요. 가장 중요한 건 뭐예요? 과거가 됐든 완료가 됐든 하나가 틀리든 둘 다 맞든 상관없이 그냥 말하는 거. 그게 제일 중요한 거. 가장 중요한 거는 맞게 얘기하는 게 아니라 무조건 얘기하는 거. 맞든 틀리든. You understand what I'm trying to say? Huh? You understand what I'm trying to say? It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Just say it. Just say it. Okay. Anyway. Really? When? A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen before.
A couple of days ago, it wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point.
Okay. 이 could에 좀 더 강세가 들어가야 돼요. You could argue. You could argue it was just kids being kids. You could argue it was just kids being kids. 이해 안 돼도 언젠간 이해해줘라 미래의 나야. Username, thank you very much for the extra support. I really appreciate that. That's my third super chat tonight, I think, including Kaido names. Okay. could는 can의 불확실성. 불확실성이라기보다는 가정. 불확실성보다는 가정이에요. Yeah. 여러분, 여기에 가정법이 지금 적용이 됐잖아요. 그렇죠? You could argue. Right? You could argue. 그렇게 볼 수도 있다. 볼 수도 있다. 그렇다면 어떤 조건을 염두에 두고 가정법을 쓰는 건가요? 어떤 조건을? 어떤 내용을 가정해 두고? 뭘까요? 이거 되게 좋은 영어식 뇌를 훈련시키기 위한 좋은 엑서사이즈예요. 아닐 수도 있지만 if things got bad 이거 사실 정답은 있는 것 같진 않은데 제가 느끼기엔 뭐냐면 그쵸. 이거에 좀 더 가까워요. Yeah. If that's how you see it, if that was how you perceived the situation, if that was how you were looking at the situation, if that was how you interpreted the situation, 그런 식으로 만약에 본다면 그렇게 주장할 수도 있다. 인 거예요. 만약에 그런 식으로 본다면 그렇게 주장할 수도 있다. 그래서 이게 가정인 거지 이게 불확실성이라고 하는 거는 조금 부족한 예전에 저라면 저도 불확실성이라고 했을 것 같긴 해요. could를 그냥 간단하게 설명하자면 could는 이런 식으로 활용할 때는 can의 불확실성이야. 약간 편의상 그냥 그렇게 얘기를 해놓고 볼 수도 있는데 좀 더 자세히 얘기하자면 사실 이게 가정법이 들어간 거예요. 가정법이 들어갔는데 왜 그러냐? 그런 약간 내포된 의미가 있어요. 만약에 그 상황을 이런 식으로 본다면 그렇게 주장할 수도 있다. 그렇게 본다면. You could argue. Okay? Anyway. If that's how you feel. Right. Yeah. If that was how you feel, if that was how you felt. So, I could marry her. 그쵸? 네. But I need to think about it more. 그쵸? 네, 이것도 가정이죠. I could marry her if I wanted to. If that was what I chose to do, I could marry her. felt 발음도 쌤이 가르친 대로 T 발음 안 하나요? Yeah. 잠깐 그거는 네. like로 이어지기 때문에 T가 사라져요. T가 항상 사라지는 건 아니에요. 다음 단어가 모음일 때는 리을로 넘어가 아니구나. 리을 쌍디귿으로 넘어가는구나. Yeah. Okay? Okay. A couple days ago, it wasn't like full on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. 지금 felt의 t가 묵음 처리되는 거는요. 뭐랑 비슷한 거냐면 여기도 마찬가지예요. 여기도 마찬가지고 여기도 마찬가지예요. It felt like it could. It felt like it could. I've seen it happen before. 잠깐만 이게 영어로 뭐지? 한국어로 뭐지? 그래서 네가 개입했어? 개입 맞나? 뭔가 너무 포멀한 느낌인데? 뭐 아무튼 무슨 의미인지는 알겠죠? 대략적으로 내용만 알면 되지. 영어로 뭐라고 하면 될까요? 오케이, step in도 좋아요. intervene 지금 여기서는 그쵸 intervene이 좀 이 상황이랑 이 맥락이랑 좀 잘 어울려요. So did you intervene? get involved는 좀 약간 그 일에 연루되다? 약간 상관하는 조금 더 포괄적인 느낌이고 intervene이랑 그리고 step in 이 두 가지가 intervene and step in이 딱 그거예요. 어떤 상황이 있는데 그 사이에 딱 끼는 거. 오케이? intervene. So did you intervene? 중재인가? 중재가 뭐지? 그것도 맞는 말이긴 하네요. 중재도 intervene. 네, 중재했냐? 아니 하려고 했는데 거의 할 뻔했어. 근데 너무 빨리 끼어들고 싶진 않았어? 이게 끼어들고 싶지 않다라고 하는 게 맞나? 개입? 너무 빨리 개입? 이게 맞나? 왜 개입이라는 말이 계속 떠오르지? 아무튼 대충 어떤 느낌인지 알겠죠? 오케이? 여기서는 그냥 step in이라고 하세요. step in. 왜냐면 여기서 intervene이라고 했으니까요. 오케이? 오케이. 일단 아니, no 하려고 했는데 I was gonna and 거의 할 뻔했어. I almost did. 이렇게 이어가면 좋겠죠? I was gonna and I almost did. I was gonna and I almost did. But 너무 빨리 개입하고 싶진 않았어. I didn't want to step in too quickly. 뭐 early도 되고요. quickly도 되고요. early로 할까요? quickly? 선아님이 early라고 했으니까 quickly로 해야지. No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. 그게요. 물론 그거를 구분을 해야 될 때도 있는데 구분을 잘 안 하는 편이에요. fast, quickly 이런 거 있죠. fast, quickly, soon, early 이런 말을 은근히 물론 필요할 때도 있어요. 구분하는 게 필요할 때도 있는데 네. 그냥 지금 요 정도 맥락에서는요. soon이 됐든 early가 됐든 fast가 됐든 quickly가 됐든 별로 상관없어요. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. 자, 이 다음 문장이 또 있거든요. 이거를 듣기로 할지, listening으로 할지 아니면 영작으로 할지 잠깐 화장실 다녀오면서 고민 좀 해볼게요.
A couple days ago, it wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before.
Very good.
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't it the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before. So did you intervene? No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly.
A couple of days ago, it wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before.
Okay, alright, sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. 이 부분에서 많이들 약간 그 리듬이나 이런 거를 강세나 어떻게 해야 될지를 조금 그 고민이 되는 말을 하면서 그런 것 같은데, 네, 그 잘 많이 반복해서 좀 익숙해지면 좋을 것 같아요. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. 다른 분들 소리 저만 잘 안 들리냐고요? 잘 들리시는 분들도 있고 잘 안 들리는 사람들도 있는 것 같아요.
But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before.
요 T 연습하시는 거구나, 그죠? It felt like it could. 심지어 여기서는요, 이 그 sharply 그 소리를 이렇게 확 끊을 필요는 없고 그냥 it could. 그냥 could 앞에 I가 그냥 있다고 생각하세요. could 앞에 I가 있어요. It could. It felt like it could. 그냥 이렇게 it felt like it could. It felt like it could. It felt like it could turn into one at some point.
No, I was gonna, and I almost did. But I didn't want to step in too early.
Okay, too early, all right.
So, did you intervene? No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly.
Okay, sounds good.
But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, it felt like it could turn into one. Turn into one. 우리 다르님 오랜만이네요.
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah, what did you see? You know what's the reason, right? Isn't it the one math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? Couple days ago.
Really? 조금 더 그 L 발음이 좀 더 확실히 들렸으면 좋겠어요.
It felt like it could turn into one at some point.
오케이, 그쵸. at도 있었네. 그러네. at에서 t도 쉽네. 그죠? 네, it felt like it could turn into one at some point. 네, 다 t를 발음 안 하죠? 네.
It felt like it could.
Yeah, good. That's very good.
A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly.
네, 여기 아주 잘하셨어요. Very, very good. I was gonna and I almost did. 요 리듬감 이런 식으로 이 말을 하다 보면은요, 이런 식으로 얘기할 일이 사실 많아요. 꼭 요 패턴이 아니더라도 다른 것들을 가지고도. Okay, alright. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. Okay. 아, 이 다음 문장 있다. 아, 깜빡하고 생각 안 하고 있었네. 듣기로 해보죠. 듣기로 해볼게요. Are you ready? 듣기 할 준비 되셨어요? Are you ready to listen? 문장 하나예요. 자, 여기서 이어지는 얘기예요. 지금 여기서. 그렇죠? 그래서 이어서 얘기를 해볼게요. 요것만 딱 얘기하는 게 아니라. 이어서 얘기를 해볼 테니까 딱 요 문장을 들어보세요. No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? 좋아요. You know how they say? You know how they say they need to work out some? 좋아요. 다시 한번요. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? They need to work out to save one. No. Okay. No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own. No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? You know how they say, 여기까지는 정말 중요해요. Very, very important. You know how they say. You know how they say. 자, 이거를 자연스럽게 해석해 보세요. You know how they say. 자, 이거 배운 적 있어요, 저희? 어떻게 하죠? 해석이 어떻게 되죠? 자연스럽게 해석하면? 걔네들이 뭐라는 줄 알아? No. 잖아. Yeah, that's part of it. 사람들이 그러잖아. Okay, that's good. 이렇다잖아. 이렇다잖아. 물결하다잖아. 이런 식 보통 이렇게 해석을 많이 해요. 이렇다잖아. 저렇다잖아. 왜? 이렇고 저렇다잖아. Right? You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? 아, 옛말까지는 아니에요. 옛말이면은요, you know how they used to say. You know how they used to say면은 옛말이에요. 근데 you know how they say는 지금도 그런 말이 통상적으로 이렇게 하는 말이기 때문에 이렇다잖아. You know how they say. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own. They need to. 이 they가 누구죠? 그쵸? 소다님, 네, 맞아. they가 누구예요? Who is they? Who is they? 그쵸? kids죠. 자, workout은 뭐예요? workout. You know? 잠깐만. 이 they요? 혹시 이 they 말씀하시는 건가? 이거는 그냥 사람들. Just, you know, people in general. People in general. 이 they는 애들. workout은 그쵸? 해결하다. workout. workout. figure out랑 비슷해요. figure out. 심지어 이 자리에 figure out을 넣어도 돼요. They need to figure out some of this stuff. 이게 이제 가장 좀 애매한 부분인데 사실 some of가 없어도 돼요. 그냥 this stuff라고 해도 돼요. this stuff. 근데 조금 더 일부러 더 이거를 조금 더 여유를 두는 거예요. 이게 딱 이거를 말하는 게 아니라 이거 이런 것들 some of the stuff 이런 것들 이런 것들을 on their own 스스로 해결을 해야 된다잖아 라고 되는 거죠. 왜 이런 거 직접 스스로 좀 해결하고 그래야 된다잖아 그 얘기죠. 네, 비슷한 느낌이에요. 비슷한 느낌. Yes. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? Okay, so no, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of the stuff on their own? 지그들 일은 지그가 알아서 해야지 뭐. 지그는 어디 말이지? Okay. Right. 했어야 했나? 개입을? 했어야 했나? 개입하는 거? 했어야 했나? 오케이. should I have? 라고 해도 되고요. 아니면은 상대방의 의견을 만약에 피드백을 구하는 거라면 do you think I should have? 또 괜찮죠? Do you think I should have? Intervene? 이렇게 할게요. Do you think I should have? Intervene? Do you think I should have? Intervene? 이거는 영작해 볼게요. 아니, 바로 중재하지 않은 게 잘한 것 같아. 아니, 바로 중재하지 않은 게 잘한 것 같아. 말이 좀 이상한데 무슨 의미인지는 알겠죠? 무슨 내용인지 알았죠? 바로 중재하지 않길 아는 게 잘한 것 같아. 안 나오고 있네. 잠깐만, 내 해석을 좀 부족하겠나? 바로 개입하지 않은 게 맞았던 거 같아? yes. 네. right thing. 네. 요 패턴 꼭 배워갔으면 좋겠어요, 오늘. 꼭 배워갔으면 좋겠어요. No, I think you did the right thing. 어떻게 이어가죠? You did the right thing. 바로 개입하지 않은 게? Not stepping in right away. 라고 할게요. No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. 콤마요? 여기에? I don't know. 얘가 추천하는 거는 buy not을 하라는데 I don't think that's necessary. I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. Right off the bat? 보통 right off the bat은 뭐가 시작되자마자거든요. 어떤 일이 시작되자마자. 그래서 뭐 해도 의미는 통할 것 같긴 한데 I don't think it fits that naturally in this context. I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. 오케이, 그 다음 것도 영작이에요. 앤디님, the moment you think that, then it becomes real. So I'm really sorry, but yes. It is happening. It is happening because you just thought of that. You just told yourself that, so it's now your reality. I'm sorry. And it's okay, you know? What is 권태기 in English? I guess, I don't know, like a slump or something? I don't want to do that, but you know, you're probably just tired. It's okay, you know. You know, you get tired, you can take a break. So, where were we? 영작 해보세요, 여러분. 그러면 레슬리랑 얘기를 한번 해봐야 될까? 아니면 그러면 괜히 복잡해지기만 하려나? 그러면 레슬리랑 한번 얘기를 해봐야 될까? 아니면 그러면 괜히 복잡해지기만 할까? 상황이 괜히 복잡해지기만 할까? 지금 이거 저 꽤 중요한 문장 흐름이라고 생각해요. 저희가 평소에 이런 식의 패턴으로 쓸 일이 많기 때문에. 그러면 레슬리랑 한번 이거에 대해서 얘기를 해볼까? 아니면 그러면 괜히 상황만 복잡해지려나? Would that make it worse? 네, 요런 느낌으로 이어가는 게 좋겠죠? So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just complicate things? So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? 이 things가 뭘 가리키는 거죠? things? things가 뭘 가리켜요? 그쵸, 상황. 네, 상황. Yes. 상황.
No, I was gonna, I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly.
Alright.
You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own.
Some of this stuff를 조금 더 부드럽게 이어서 말할 수 있게 해주세요.
No, I was gonna and I almost did. But I didn't want to step into cakery. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own.
Pretty good.
No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away.
잠깐만, 다시 한번.
No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away.
Okay.
Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away.
저는 이거를 뭐 사실 꼭 이렇게 해야 되는 건 아닌데 실제로 말을 하다 보면은요. 항상 모든 문장이 다 완성형 문장으로 우리가 이렇게 할 수 있는 게 아니거든요. 이런 식으로도 실제로 말을 많이 하게 돼요. 말을 하다 보면은. 그러니까 사실 나는 생각하고 있는 거예요. 내가 그렇게 했어야 했나? Do you think I should have? 근데 여기까지 얘기하다 보니까 잠깐만 지금 무엇에 대한 얘기를 내가 하는 건지 이 사람이 모를 수도 있네 하고 바로 이어서 intervene. 그래서 만약에 이거를 하나의 완성형 문장으로 얘기를 하면은 Do you think I should have intervened? D 붙여서 얘기를 하겠죠. 근데 이렇게 연습을 요런 리듬으로도 많이 얘기를 하게 되거든요. 실제 대화를 하다 보면. 그래서 이거를 지금 따로 하는 거예요. Do you think I should have intervened? 오케이. 어떤 느낌인지 아시겠어요?
So do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just complicate things?
네. Very good. Okay. 네. Or would that just complicate things? Or would that just complicate things?
Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away.
Okay.
Do you think I should have intervened? No. I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away.
Not stepping in right away가 아니라 not stepping in right away. 쭉 떨어져요, 그냥. Not stepping in right away. I think you did the right thing 한 다음에 not stepping in right away. 쭉 떨어져요.
Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just make things complicated?
Okay, very good, 킴님. 딱 한 가지 지적을 굳이 하자면 이 should에서 D가 들린 게 문제예요. 안 들리는 게 좋아요. 이 D가 들리잖아요. I should talk. 이렇게 I should talk. 이렇게 되면 이게 should have처럼 들려요. I should have talked. Do you think I should talk? 이 D가 안 들리는 게 좋아요. I should. 안 들리죠? Should. I should talk. Do you think I should talk? Do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that? 여기서도 마찬가지예요. 이게 would that가 되면 안 되고 would that, or would that just complicate things?
Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away.
Okay, alright, that sounds good. 어디부터 여기까지 왔는지 다시 한 번만 본다면 Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No. I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? 글쎄, 걔를 더 주의 깊게, 관심 갖고 주의 깊게 지켜봐야 할 것 같긴 해. 라고 할까요? 말 되나? 말 되죠? 해야 할 것 같긴 해. 같긴 해. 여기서 글쎄를요. I don't know라고 할게요. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know라고 할 거기 때문에 이 해야 할 것 같긴 하다. 이거를 더 대조를 주면 더 좋아요. 이 흐름이 더 뭐랄까 자연스러워져요. 그래서 이 할 것 같긴 하다를 어떻게 할 거냐면 I do think로 할게요. I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. I do think we should keep an eye on him. 이게 B죠? Oh yeah, of course. 다른 사람한테 얘기했어? 다른 사람한테도 얘기했어? Did you tell anybody? Did you tell anybody about it? Did you tell anybody? Did you told someone else to? 그죠? 여기서는 else가 들어가는 게 좋겠죠. 왜냐면 지금 나한테는 어쨌든 얘기한 거를 알고는 있잖아요. 그렇죠? 그래서 나 말고 다른. Have you told anyone else? Have you told anyone else? Have you told anyone else? No. 걔 담임이 누구지? Johnny Sonny.
No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Lisa about it? Or would that just complicate things?
Okay, or would that just complicate things? All right. Who's his homeroom teacher? Right. Who is his homeroom teacher? Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. 아, 그래. 내가 본 걸 꼭 얘기해줘야겠다. 얘기해줘야겠다. All right. I'll make sure. I'll make sure는 꼭 얘기할게 이고요. 꼭 얘기해줘야겠다. 는 I'll make sure I will do something 아니에요. 그쵸? Should. Should와 definitely의 조합이 가장 좋을 것 같아요. 저도. I should definitely let her know what I saw. 뭐 그냥 tell her라고 해도 되고요. I should definitely tell her what I saw. Oh, right. I should definitely tell her what I saw. I should definitely tell her what I saw. I should definitely let her know what I saw. Should definitely. 꼭 해야겠다. 꼭 해야겠다.
I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. I do think we should keep.
I do think. 네, 이거 너무 빨라요 지금. I do think에서 좀 천천히. 또박또박 천천히. I do think we should keep an eye on him. 나머지는 후루루루. 나머지는 후루루루. 라면 먹을 때 젓가락으로 집어서 입에 넣어요. 거기까지가 여기예요. 그 다음에 여기서부터 후루루루. Okay? Does that make sense? 맛있겠다. Okay? So I do think we should keep an eye on him. I do think we should keep an eye on him. 아. 그 얼마 전에 한 3주, 한 2주, 3주 됐나? 어느 돼지고기집에 갔었는데 거기에 라면을 팔더라고요. 먹어보고 내가 맞춰봐야지 하고 혹시 내가 뭐라고 했더라? 와이프가 맨 처음에 이게 너구리냐? 저는 뭐라고 했더라? 뭐냐 했더니 그게 오동통면? 전 오동통면이라는 거 한 번도 먹어본 적이 없는데 오동통면에다가 새우를 넣어줬더라고요. I feel like my soul is leaving my body. 오동통면? 다시만 두 개. Call my wife. Yeah, it was really good. I think it was better than the pork. I think the ramen was better than the pork. I don't know. I do think. 어쨌든 그래서 지금 이 얘기하다가 네 카이로님 때문에. Okay, so I do think. 여기서 확 올려요. 확 올리고 명확하게. I do think we should keep an eye on him. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? Have you told anyone else? 연음 잘 이어서 하세요. Have you? view 소리가 나와야 되고 anyone. anyone이에요. anyone. told anyone. told anyone. told anyone? 그리고 else예요. else. Anyone else? Have you told anyone else? Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. All right, I should definitely tell her what I saw. 자, 이거 영작 맨 마지막이거든요. 이게 마지막인데 영작 해볼 건데 최대한 의역해보세요. 제가 쓰는 거를 너무 있는 그대로 옮기지 말고요. 아, 그래. 저런 얘기를 한다고 나라면 어떤 식으로 얘기를 할지 잠깐 한 발 물러서서 한번 좀 더 생각해보세요. 오케이? 그래. 그게 우선일 것 같아. 그래. 그게 우선일 것 같다. 자, 과자님 그렇게 한번 했잖아요. 한 발 물러서서 이거를 어떻게 하면 조금 덜 지겨하게 하냐, 어떻게 하면 조금 더 이걸 부드럽게 좀 얘기를 할 수 있을까? 네, 약간 이런 느낌으로. 네, 부드럽게. 오케이. 저는 이렇게 떠올렸어요, 저는. Yeah. I think 빼고 그냥 that's the first thing Good, Dino name. That's the first thing I would do. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. 갑자기 육개장이 왜 나와? Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. Yeah. Because you're basically making a suggestion. You're basically making a suggestion as to what that person should do, right? By saying that's number one priority, that's the most important thing. And so you're basically making a suggestion as to what the person should do. And, you know, English loves to kind of like phrase things indirectly like this, right? So that's the first thing I do. Yeah, that's the first thing I do. I think it's Nancy. All right, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Who's his homeroom teacher? Have you told anyone else? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. So do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? Would that just complicate things? Or would that just complicate things? 상대방에게 내가 어떻게 하는 게 좋을지에 대해서 이렇게 물으면서 아니면 그러면 괜히 이 just가 은근히 중요한 역할을 하는 것 같아요. Or would that just complicate things? 이렇게 되기만 할까? 이런 식으로만 이렇게만 되는 거 아니냐? 이 느낌을 just로 주는 거고요. Or would that just complicate things? I think you did the right thing, ing. I think you did the right thing. Not stepping in right away. Do you think I should have? 뭐 이건 너무 기본적인 거고. You know how they say 정말 꼭 외워서 꼭 썼으면 좋겠는 그런 phrasing method이죠. 말을 하는 방식이죠. You could do랑 I would do. You could do 보다는 you should do. You should do랑 I would do. You should do, I would do. You should do, I would do. 집에 소 스낵면 있음. They need to work out some of the stuff on their own. Work out something on someone's own. Work out on their own. I was gonna, and I almost did. 하려고 했었다. 그리고 거의 할 뻔했다. 네. 하려고 했었고 거의 할 뻔했다. 심지어. But I didn't want to. 근데 어떻게 하기 싫었다. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. A couple of days ago, it wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue. 이렇다라고 뭐 할 수도 있지만 you could argue. 이렇다고 할 수도 있다. 네, 그런 얘기할 때 you could argue 많이 써요. You could argue. It was just kids being kids. It was just kids being kids. 이것도 은근히 중요한 것 같아요. 이런 식으로 얘기하는 거. It was just kids being kids. 특히 이 it was의 활용. It was. Felt like it could turn into one at some point. could는 그냥 한 가지의 옵션을 이런 옵션이 있다 라는 거를 그냥 remind를 해주는 것 뿐이고요. 상대방에게 어떻게 할 것을 권하는 것은 could가 아니라 should죠. should. 물론 could로도 할 수 있긴 하지만 it's a much weaker way. So I wouldn't really say could is making a suggestion. It's just bringing up one possible option. You're just bringing up an option rather than telling them what they should do. Okay? But earlier we used the word 우선, right? 그게 우선인 것 같다. So you're making a suggestion. I've seen it happen before. Yeah, okay. 네, that's it. Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Oh, right. Yeah, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Oh, right, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.
I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else?
Have you told anyone else?
I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him 할 때 F 발음이 아니라 쌍비읍 발음이 명확하게 날수록 좋아요. Keep an eye on him. Intervene? Yes. Intervene. 3음절이요. T 다 없애버려. Screw it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I will do.
Yeah, sounds right. 그게 T 다 없애버린 건가요? Okay. Sounds good.
I think it's Nancy. All right. I should definitely tell her what I saw.
I should definitely tell
Yeah,
her what I
that's
saw.
the first thing I would do.
That's the first thing I would do.
You think I should intervene? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away.
Okay.
So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would it just complicate things?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think we should keep an eye on him.
I do think 긍정강조 부분을 웬만하면 좀 명확하게 천천히 얘기를 해줘야 돼요. 이거를 I do think 이렇게 해버리면은 don't think처럼 들려요. I don't think. Okay? So I do think.
Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's the homeroom teacher? I think Nancy. Oh, right. I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.
That's the first thing I would do. Okay. All right, one last time, and then we're going to go eat something, okay? I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Oh, right. Yeah, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. Potato Name, thank you very much for the extra support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Come in first. Well, you could argue. Sure. Okay, that's good. That sounds good. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's see. How many likes do I have? Because it's all about the likes, right? It's never really about learning English. It's all about the likes. 140 out of 162? Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. All right. That's pretty much it. I'm just going to copy and paste this.
Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah. I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? Couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids. But it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did. But I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So do you think I should talk to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Oh right, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.
오케이. 네. 많이 반복하세요. 제가 읽어드리는 거를 토대로 듣고 최대한 그 소리랑 인토네이션이랑 리듬이랑 이런 거를 흉내낸다라는 그런 생각으로 많이 반복을 하세요. 오케이. 그런 의미에서 좀 천천히 한번 읽어드릴까? Let's see. 우리 다현님, thank you very much for the extra support. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? Couple of days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own? Right. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Oh, right. I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. Okay. All right. So, like that, okay? Just like that. Okay. It's 복사해놨죠? Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. 거의 일주일 만에 라이브 참여한 것 같은데 버벅거리네요. Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry. Wait, are you talking about the buffering or your reading? It's, because this stuff is really not for toddlers. It's more, more appropriate for like intermediate and advanced learners. So, okay. Okay. No buffering? Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. Yeah. That's excellent. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm hungry. Okay. There was hardly buffering. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. Huh. All right. See? It's because of the likes. Don't you think so? Didn't I tell you guys that when a stream gets a lot of likes, it tells the algorithm that a lot of people are enjoying it, and so YouTube allocates more of their bandwidth to that stream? I've talked about this number of times. Ever since I started asking for likes, we've been experiencing a lot less buffering, I think, or at least I think so. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening and go eat something delicious. And I will see you next time in a future live stream or in a future lesson video. If you liked this stream, please press the thumbs up button. If you didn't like the stream, press the thumbs down button twice. Okay? I'll see you guys next time.
Hey, I think I saw something the other day. Yeah? What did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No. I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing, not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should talk to Leslie about it? Or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who's his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. Alright, I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.
I think I saw something the other day. Yeah, what did you see? You know Leslie Wilson, right? Isn't he the one that won the math competition last year? Yeah, I think I saw him getting bullied. Really? When? A couple days ago. It wasn't like full-on bullying. I mean, you could argue it was just kids being kids, but it felt like it could turn into one at some point. I've seen it happen before. So, did you intervene? No, I was gonna, and I almost did, but I didn't want to step in too quickly. You know how they, you know how they say they need to work out some of this stuff on their own. Right. Hmm. Do you think I should have intervened? No, I think you did the right thing not stepping in right away. So, do you think I should have talked to Leslie about it, or would that just complicate things? I don't know. I do think we should keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah, of course. Have you told anyone else? No. Who is his homeroom teacher? I think it's Nancy. All right. I should definitely tell her what I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.